Alright guys, so now we're going to be looking at how you can tell if just by looking at a graph is a function. So really and truly, when we've been talking about tables and mapping diagrams and ordered pairs, you could look at a graph and make a list of ordered pairs and create a table and make sure that one x value is matched to only one y value. But there's actually a little bit of a faster way to do that when just looking at a graph. So when we are looking at a graph, what we do is we perform what is called the vertical line test. So instead of having to sit there and create all the ordered pairs and say, okay, is there one x to every one y, we can perform this vertical line test. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So vertical, remember, means up and down. So that's your y-axis when we look at the x and y-axis. But if you can pass a vertical line through the entire graph on that picture, and you're only touching one point or one ordered pair at a time, then it is a function. And this will make more sense with the 6 pictures that I'm going to show you. If at any time you are touching 2 or more points, or those ordered pairs, then that means that the x is not being matched to one and only one y value, So it is not a function. Okay? So we're going to look at these graphs. So if I had a graph that looks something like this, and then I had something like this, and then I had something like that. Okay, so here's what we're going to look at. If I could draw a vertical line like this, up and down, right? So on this one, right here and right here, those 2 ordered pairs, that green line is going through more than one ordered pair, so this would be not a function. So in the class copy of notes, if your picture is a little bit different, if you look at your picture, the picture may be a little bit different, so that's why. So if I were to draw these vertical green lines going through these dots, those are all vertical lines. They've only touched one point at a time, so this one is a function. Well, by definition, this is already a vertical line, so if I were to draw a line over it, it's hitting, that means that your x value is the same every single time. So if your x value is the same and all your y values are different, that means that your x value is being matched to more than one y value. So by definition, this is not a function. Okay, so let's look at a couple more. So if I had, this was my graph, if I had this or this. So we're going to take our green, I'm going to take my green marker and perform my vertical line test. So I can draw as many vertical lines as I want, but we can see this x is matched to this positive y, and its same x value is matched to a negative y down here. Same thing right here. Sorry, that middle line's not that straight. Let me just try to do it again. But you can get the picture that these x values are matched to 2 or more, in this case it's only 2, y values. So this one is not a function. That way we don't have to sit there and make the ordered pairs or the list. We can just do the vertical line test. So right here, x is only matched to one y. Right here, let's look. Well, we can see right here and right here. Again, when we draw, right here and right here, they're matched to more than one y value. And by definition, that means it is not a function. So this is where some students get confused. A vertical line does not pass the vertical line test because it is a vertical line. Because this is your x value are the same and all your y values are different. Well, look at this one. If I'm drawing a vertical line, yes, my y values are the same, but my x values are different, and that's okay. The y values can repeat. So this is actually a function. So all horizontal lines from left to right are functions. All vertical lines up and down are not functions. So again, this is just a little bit easier of a way for you to tell from a graph just by visually looking at it if it is a function. If you could just draw a vertical line through it and see if it passes that vertical line test. In order for it to pass the test, it has to only go through one point. That means its x values only match to one y value.